At some point in life, many people wonder how they can leave their mark on the world. Or in other words, what is the purpose and meaning of life? Throughout history, there are numerous examples of our desire to understand the purpose of life. Artists, writers, and philosophers have been fascinated with these questions for centuries and have tried to capture humankind's quest to answer them. Even in today's busy world, we're still seeking the answer. A quick Google search on meaning of life revealed over 700 million results. Combine that with the almost 1 billion results found when searching life purpose, and there are over 1.5 billion examples of our curiosity. As with most human experience, social scientists have jumped into the fray. They pose questions like, what is purpose? How do we develop purpose in life? What does a purpose in life do for us? How can we foster purpose in life? Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist, is often recognized as one of the first to research meaning as an aspect of psychology. Frankl was a psychiatrist who worked primarily to foster meaning in his patients in Austria during the 1930s. His work was put on hold when he was taken to the Auschwitz concentration camp. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl recounts some of his experiences in the camp, noting that those prisoners who found meaning in their lives, even when suffering, could push forward with purpose. In addition to Frankl, humanistic psychologists have also studied purpose. These psychologists place great value on humans and see them holistically. They focus on topics such as self-actualization, love, creativity, and human agency. More recently, positive psychology has emerged, emphasizing research on purpose in life. Positive psychologists engage in the scientific study of what goes right in life from birth to death, as well as what makes life worth living. They focus primarily on topics such as happiness, strength of character, positive relationships, and institutions that enable a good life. But rather than discussing the entire history of the research into purpose, let's fast forward to how we understand purpose in life today. The current definition of purpose we use is a stable and generalized intention to accomplish something that is meaningful to the self and leads to engagement with some aspect of the world beyond the self. There you have it, the purpose of life decoded. Well, maybe not completely. Let's take a closer look at 3 major components of that definition. One element of purpose is the use of goals to direct behavior. Both short and long-term goals are used towards attaining a final goal. However, only far horizon goals that are meaningful and beyond the self are likely to represent purposes in life. For example, the short-term goal of visiting the mountains for the weekend is not a purpose in life. While this is a goal, and a person may find meaning in the activity, it is not a purpose. In comparison, contributing to a personally meaningful environmental cause might be a life purpose. For example, visiting the mountains in order to work towards preventing strip mining could be a goal leading to a purpose. The addition of a more long-term and meaningful goal makes the latter example one that also contributes to society. The second component of purpose is personal meaningfulness. This describes the idea that the motivation for pursuing a purpose must come from within. Purposes are so personally meaningful that we feel the need to actively invest time, energy, and resources into their pursuit. A person who feels that their purpose in life is to help people as a doctor is more likely to feel compelled to spend years excelling in school in order to become a doctor. The final element of purpose is motivation to help others. A purpose in life is inspired, at least in part, by a desire to make a difference in the world beyond the self. For example, seeking one's fame and fortune while perhaps representing a source of personal meaning does not represent a purpose in life. On the other hand, seeking to make enough money to care for one's family may represent a source of purpose as it involves contributing to the well-being of others. There are other ways of contributing to the broader world as well. Working to enhance the environment, caring for animals, creating new forms of art, and helping those in need are but a few ways of contributing to the world beyond the self. Now that you know what purpose in life means, we want to show you what it looks like. Here are some students talking about their purpose.
My definitive answer: change people's lives for the greater good.
A lot of people are dying because of cardiac disease, heart disease, and all those problems with the heart. But then a lot of cardiac surgeons are going away from the profession because it's just such a high risky job. So I decided, I know that it's a risky job, but if people are dying more because of that, then there should be someone who should stand up to that. So I decided to stand up.
Well, I'm a Christian, and in my belief, we are each made unique and special by our Creator for a certain purpose. And that calling and purpose is not always clear, but I know that each person is unique with different talents and gifts, and to me that cannot be random. We're here to help others and to help them live life. And when you find that purpose given to you by your Creator, I feel like it's the most important thing. You're doing something that you were created to do. And with that purpose, you know that there is something out there for you. There's a calling, a purpose, and a joy in life you can find that I would say is always connected to helping other people. Not just for you, but to benefit others and help them find their purpose.
And so things like that, where it's people who did things out of the greater good because they thought the greatness of humanity rather than the greatness for themselves, it's something that's always touched with me on a very personal level, where that's why I did things in high school and middle school, where it was help those who are in need. I did a program called Lane Crew, in which it's to help freshmen through bullying.
To me, having a sense of purpose means knowing what you were made for and having something that you can fit yourself into and really feel at home with and think, wow, this is my thing. I was made to do this.
And so for you, what is that thing?
For me, that thing is music.
Well, I would like to have a family of my own by then and keep that connectedness together. That family comes first over anything. I'd like to keep that within my own family unit. So being connected, spending the time and the energy and the money to go see your family and be there for them when things are hard. Pursuing them over any career or any goals I have personally, I think would be the most important thing. Just to make sure that they know I'm there for them, I love them, and I would do anything for them.
These types of purposes have been found to have numerous positive benefits, including increasing coping skills, resilience, pro-social behavior, hope, and greater well-being. Viktor Frankl observed that even in the most dire of circumstances, those with a purpose in life were more likely to survive. Those with a purpose also report less depression, anxiety, boredom, loneliness, and disengagement. In addition, studies show that adolescent students with a purpose in life are less likely to drop out of school and are more likely to do better academically than those without a purpose. Over the decades, research has shown that having a purpose plays a key role in making life worth living. That is why those of us in the Adolescent Moral Development Lab at Claremont Graduate University are working towards understanding and fostering purpose in life.